Today is March 29th, and it'll actually be one full day since I've been locked. I am 1 month and 4 days locked right now. Yes, I'm 5 months locked and 6 months and 3 days locked. Oof, 7 months and 12 days locked. So I am 2 weeks away from being 9 months locked. So I am 6 days away from being 10 months locked. I'm 3 days away from being 11 months locked. Can you believe it? Hey everybody, my name is Samia and my pronouns are both they and she. On this channel, I like to do content pertaining to plants, locks, and lifestyle. And then from time to time, I'll sprinkle in something special. So if you're down with any of that, please be sure to like this video and then subscribe. Okay, all right, let's get into it. Y'all, I am 1 year locked. That is freaking blowing my mind. How is it that I'm 1 year locked? I can't even believe it. But before I go on to ranting all about that, let me just tell you how this video is going to go. So in the beginning, I'm going to go month to month and just talk about the things that stood out to me during those months in my lock journey. And then at the very end, I'm going to have a time lapse for you all. For those of you who just want to see the pictures and the videos, I got you. They're coming. They're coming. So that'll be at the end. Also, throughout the video, if you see me looking down, I'm looking down at this notepad here. I have a bunch of notes here about what happened or what I experienced month to month. So I don't want to like mess up or forget anything. So why did I get locks? Yeah, I'll be showing y'all some pictures up on the side of like what my hair looked like before I got locks, but essentially there was a few reasons why I wanted to get them. The first one is that I wanted to have more of an ancestral grounding, I guess. That's what the phrase I'm gonna use to like, you know, describe it, or like more of a spiritual grounding. But like that was just one step closer to me feeling like centered in my identity, in my blackness, you know? And then also I got it for aesthetics because like I feel like braids, twists, anything along those lines, they just compliment me or make me feel grounded, especially within my gender identity. So I felt like locks, especially when they get a little bit longer and I'm or rather when I'm a little bit more able to be more versatile with my locks, I would feel more validated in my gender identity. Because you know there are times when like I'll just have the flexibility to present more masculine or to present more feminine or whatever I felt like doing at the time, you know what I mean? So I of course wanted it because of that as well. But also I did it or started my locks 2-string twist style March 28th 2020, and I did that because we were in quarantine. So like no one, if there's this ugly stage, right, if that's a thing at the time, no one's seeing me. No one's seeing me. I'm the only one who's gonna be seeing me. So like I'd rather be going through the ugly stage in quarantine by myself than have to do it and like be out and be like less confident or whatever the case may be. Like that, I just felt like this is the time. I'm gonna put a picture here of when I got my locks installed, and that was, I mean, it was okay. My partner did it. I felt fine. I was just really irked about the shrinkage. Like that shrinkage, y'all, that was pretty crazy. Like, I mean, I wasn't Rapunzel or nothing, but I had a good length to me. And I just felt like, dang, like, is it really gonna shrink up like that? But all in all, it turned out fine. So for month 1, it was pretty okay, I guess. But the only thing was that I kept seeing through the twists, so that was really annoying. So at the bottom, like my hair would get frizzy right all over, but then at the bottom I'd be able to see through it, which means that my twist was unraveling at the bottom, and I just felt like, wow, that's pretty fake and annoying. So I kept having to retwist that twist, and I felt like that was hindering the locking process because, like, you know, it's getting frizzy, which means that it's starting to stick together. And so then if at the bottom I have to, like, you know, keep twisting it or doing whatever, then it's like, it's defeating the purpose. So that was pretty annoying. I also was washing my hair once a week still because, I mean, that's what made my hair feel most comfortable. Some people say that you should wait until your you know, after a month or whatever, but that didn't really do anything for me. And I did end up getting protective styling over my hair because the twist thing, I guess I got super paranoid about the twists at the bottom unraveling to the point where I was like, okay, I need to put it like something over it in order to like prevent that from happening. So I got some yarn twists and they came out cute. And doing the protective styling over the locks, it was fine. It was pretty seamless. Like there wasn't too much of an issue, especially since it was just like my hair was in twists. So in months 2, 3, and 4, I don't really have that many pictures because I had did a lot of protective styling during that time. And that was mainly because I kept, whenever I took my hair out, I kept the whole seeing through the twist at the bottom thing. That was still an issue, and it made me like, I just didn't want it to unravel so bad, like, and I didn't want it to hinder the locking process. So I would always put it in a protective styling. And also I will say too that this is when I started to feel like I had lower confidence in my locks as well. Like those, I feel like months 2, 3, and 4 are probably the roughest for folks, because I mean, you build up all these expectations of what your locks are supposed to look like, and then all of a sudden you're not, then all of a sudden it's like you don't see the progress as much, or it's not happening as fast, and like you're looking at YouTube and you're comparing what your hair is supposed to look like with other folks, and it's really a deterrent. So it's like one way to just put that all out of your mind is also just to throw a protective styling over it too. I would just say, like, if you really want to put a protective style on it, or if you feel like that'll boost your confidence, to do it. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not gonna mess up your locks. Month 5 is where I really started to gain some of that confidence that I had like lost back. My hair was getting longer, and I really loved that. I love that I could actually start to see the progress. Like I had a little bang situation going on. It was cute. It was cute. Also, this was a month I had to combine some of my locks. So I think I combined either 2 or 4 locks. There was a lot of hair in one specific lock, and then the other one was like super tiny, and it was an edge, and I'm like, yo, I can't be losing my edges. Like that's pretty scary. So I had to like do something about that. This was also the month that I started to notice that I would get balls of hair kind of at the bottom of my lock. And to me that was just a sign of the ends of my hair locking, so I didn't want to mess with it. And also I was looking on YouTube, and I saw that a lot of people were like, oh yeah, you know, don't pull it off because you can mess up your locks. And maybe you do pull it off. I don't know. I don't really know how true it is, but I always left it alone, and I was fine. So for month 6, I, you know, finally reached the halfway mark, and I was super excited, super proud of all of my progress. I think during this time though is when I really saw the most progress within a month, I would say. So for example, my locks were thickening up like crazy, because at first, you know, when I first did the twist, they were like these super skinny things, and then now they were like these thick, wide locks. And even though I was, you know, palm rolling all the way down, they still were thickening up, and they still, of course, were not fully locked yet. And I mean, that was low-key frustrating, but fine. It all turned out fine at the end. My scalp was itchy before, right? But during this time, my scalp was on fire, like flames, like it like super itchy. And I know that's something to expect, especially when you are starting your lock journey and whatnot, but like it was kind of really uncontrollable at a point. Like I always felt like I was just like scratching my head on some weird stuff, and it was too much. And it was really discouraging at certain points. I also started to wear head wraps more, and I also started to put in a little bit of loc jewelry as well. And I don't know, I felt like I was trying to find different ways to make myself, you know, own my locks and do different things. But the loc jewelry really helped out. The head wraps, I think this is the only month I ever wore head wraps over my locks. I would say month 7 was the hardest month for me. And I know earlier I said months 2, 3, and 4 are probably, you know, the hardest months in general of the loc journey. I do think that, but I think as far as spiritually, and just not enough motivation to keep even going forward. I would say month 7, like really, that was really the test. I experienced a lot of itchiness. I think like month 6 was bad, but this really topped it. Like I didn't think that month 6 could get any worse, and it did with the itchiness. And I also just in general felt like I wasn't seeing the progress that I wanted to see. And I think that's what really trips folks up, because we keep comparing our progresses with other folks, but like I really just didn't see the progress that I wanted. In order to make myself feel better though, I retwisted my hair a different way. And this is like the first time where I'm starting to do different styles, because usually I only did like the front little bang situation and like the middle part. But then I was like, you know what, let me try something different. It worked. I was really dead joy. Like I was really hurt. I was really it. You know what I mean? Like I was killing it, and it felt good. Like after like that month 7 retwist, like I was like, okay, I'm really starting to see myself in a different light. So for month 8, I decided to put my hair in Marley twists just for a break. Cause like, you know, I had such a hard time for month 7, and I just was like, you know what, I'm not seeing any progress. Let me just put my hair into something right now. I just need a break from it, because right now I feel like just shaving everything off, and I don't want to do that. I want to follow through with this progress, or you know, with this process. So I decided to put in Marley twists, and that was fun. My scalp wasn't itchy at all, which was like amazing, because like I had experienced the worst of the worst those past 2 months. So to actually have that like relief was awesome and beautiful. Month 9 had a lot of changes. I wasn't washing my hair once a week anymore. I started to only wash as needed, and that turned out to be every 2 weeks, which was a very stark difference for me, because like ever since like for the past say 5 or so years, I've been washing my hair like once a week, because like that was what felt most comfortable for me. I started to only wash on an as needed basis. So for me, that was like twice a month, which was new. And then also I kind of updated my Loc jewelry. So before I was doing the shells with the rubber bands at the end, and I just felt like that looked tacky, it looked wet, I wasn't feeling it. So I bought me some rings from this shop. If you guys are interested in that video, I'll plug it up here. But I got me some rings, and then I had like, you know, put the shells in, got some crystals, and I really was like owning it. Like I was a whole baddie. Like I am a whole baddie, period. But yeah, that was like my experience, and I really did enjoy doing that, and I'm happy that I made that switch, because I feel like aesthetically it just suits me better as well. Also was trying new styles. So like my hair was finally getting to a point where I felt like, okay, like it's getting a little longer, so now I'm able to try different things. So I mean, my hair is still short, was short then, still short now, but I felt like I was able to, you know, with the little bit of length that I had at that point, I was able to start doing different things. So like I would do, you know, the little pullback situation, you know, the side part, or, you know, put it all up. I have a whole video on that. I'll link that up there too. But yeah, I mean, I really felt confident. I had a lot more confidence. I was like, wow, like this is what I've been wanting to experience with my locks. So for month 10, that was like a golden month for me, period. Because one, I dyed my hair. That's that. And the color, you know, the color coming out, it's looking right. But I dyed my hair. You know, my retwists were lasting longer. My hair is growing. Felt a lot more confident. It was just, it was a really pleasant month, I would say, for me in my Loc journey. I didn't plan on doing the dyeing of my hair so soon, but I was just like, you know, on a whim, I literally was like, let's just do it. Like, why not? You know, so I did have to change up my moisturizing regimen though with my locks, because of the fact that my hair is bleached. Month 11, I've felt very secure in my Loc journey, like extremely secure. One, because the dye was growing out. And while I did like the dye on the scalp look, you know, for month 10, I just felt more comfortable with the black at the root, or like the dark brown of my hair at the root, and I just feel like it complements the look better, or is more of the look that I was going for. So my hair is growing out, and I can also see that progress too. I can see how much it's growing out. I did the rope twist, you know, for the first time, and as a retwist method, and that was pretty awesome too. Like I liked the way the curls looked and everything just fell out. It just looked awesome to me. And now here we are for month 12, y'all. OMG, the progress has been amazing. I love it. I've gone through a whirlwind of emotions with my locks, which makes it feel like it's super long, but also when I really think about it, it really only feels like it's been like solid 5 months, maybe a hard 5 months, and that's pretty much it. Like, it doesn't feel like it's already been a year, but it has, and I'm like super excited about it. But I'm gonna be posting a video in the next couple days detailing my you know, 12th month experience, you know, the updates, the difference between 11 months and 12 months. So please be on the lookout for that. And also we'll be talking a little bit more about my growth and just, you know, things I should be talking about now that I'm 1 year locked. But yeah, all right, so now I'm going to play a little time-lapse situation for y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoy. Please be sure to like this video, comment, tell me where you are in your lock journey, or if you're contemplating doing locks. Let me know all that in the comments below, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Yeah. It's just a drive. You know what it is. Yeah. Woodstock free vibes on me. Music ease my lonely. Yeah. I've been up since I don't know AM. Tryna create a vibe. Tryna get these hours in. Punching the clock, I get it. Gotta go hard with it. 100, I'ma start with it. Coach looking for starters. Hop in the game, I'm like Harden. Ballin' harder than Spalding. Ballin' harder than Spalding. Yeah. We put in this work, you know this. Early birds don't do no chirping. She sing my catalog, I said I'm proud of them. She sing my catalog like la 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 la.
Ryan Little.